As the cars assembled on last year's Singapore grid, it seemed Fernando Alonso's chances of winning the race were slim. He was in a car worthy of running at the front, but he was out of position, 16th on the grid after an engine problem in qualifying. Instead of a more conventional strategy, Renault fueled Alonso for just 12 laps, hoping that he would be light enough to overtake and make up places in the first stint. On lap 12, Alonso pitted. Just 2 laps later, his teammate Nelson Piquet crashed into the wall. The safety car was deployed, suddenly transforming Alonso's strategy. The other cars made their first stops behind the safety car. Fernando inherited the lead and was able to lap quickly in clear air at the front. Fernando duly won Renault's first race of the season and acknowledged the importance of the safety car to team boss Flavio Briatore before going onto the podium. Fast forward 10 months, and after this year's Hungarian Grand Prix, Renault sacked Nelson Piquet. 4 days after being dismissed, Piquet told the FIA's chief steward that he crashed deliberately in Singapore in order to bring out the safety car. He says he was asked to crash on purpose by engineering chief Pat Symonds and Flavio Briatore. Symonds and Briatore deny this allegation. Piquet says he did it to improve his chances of keeping his Renault drive. Fernando Alonso says he knew nothing about the plan. If you found out that you'd won a race because it was manufactured by a team, would you be happy with that?
As the team said, we will not comment anything until everything finished. So we'll see after.
Is it possible to crash an F1 car on purpose at a particular corner?
It is for sure, yeah. I mean, it's not that easy, but it's definitely possible to crash an F1 car on purpose.
It depends what the situations are. Of course you crash on purpose. If someone's got a shotgun to your head, then maybe you go and do it. So it all depends on the situation and how bad it is. But would take a huge amount for me to do that. There's no question about it.
The FIA World Council will meet on Monday week to consider the evidence and come to a judgment. Piquet's sworn statement, a key part of the prosecution case, was leaked to the media this weekend. That's angered Renault, who were waiting until the World Council to make their defence, and has led the company to commence legal proceedings against Piquet for making false allegations and attempting to blackmail the team.
We want to defend ourselves in the World Council, and we don't want to talk anything regarding the accident of the Piquet in Singapore. What is possible to tell you is Renault and myself, we put a criminal plans to the two Piquet in the High Court of Paris for blackmail. This is what I want to say today.
Renault is a massive company, an important company, important for Formula One as well. How damaging has it been to the Renault company, all of this?
It's a major damage, and this, I guarantee you, was not Renault to leak this, what happened today in the press.
And what's your feeling towards Nelsinho now?
The fact that we take him in the court for blackmail, so it's pretty much is my feeling.
You know Pat Symonds very well. How will this be affecting him personally and professionally?
Well, I think anyone in that situation, would be deeply disappointed to have those suggestions made. And Pat's a guy I've known for many years, the highest integrity, so I'm sure he'll be very frustrated.
All I can say is that someone wants Briatore's head. That's for me the very truth behind.
The thing about Singapore last year is that you were fast. The car was fast anyway, and you won Japan, didn't you? So the pace of the car was there.
Yeah. Now, of course, it's a big subject. Everyone wants to talk about, is it happening? Because unfortunately, people love bad news or controversial news, and this is a perler. This is a good one. Even by Formula One's high standards, this is a soap opera storyline of high intensity. Claim and counterclaim, threats, leaks and insinuations. A bitter ex-employee, but is Nelson Piquet a whistleblower or a blackmailer bent on revenge? Like all good soaps, we'll find out what happens next week.